Baloo. Baloo. Come on. Come and be handsome. Are you just going to give me the back of your head, huh? Ay, ay, ay. All right. Oh, there he is. Hello. Can I have your pretty head, sir? And we'll show everybody how your feet are doing, yeah? Mr. Blueberry, we've got good news for everyone about your feet, haven't we? So I'm going to try and keep this one quite brief because so many of my videos lately have been ended up crazy long. Like, I don't know why or how. Like, I did a poll a few weeks ago and I was asking people like what video lengths they prefer, and most people seem to prefer longer videos. It is more difficult for me to edit longer videos, but like completely unintentionally, like genuinely non-related to that poll, like all of my videos lately have just ended up being super long. So I'm gonna try and do a short one today. Oh dear. Oh, that was very civilized of you both. Oh, I'm impressed. Well done, children. Nelly, you don't look amused though. Right, so Blue's feet are looking really good, like amazing. Can you stop that, please, twit? Go on, back up. Back up, back onto your special mat, you twit. Right, yes, they're looking really, really good. Now, they're covered in muck, obviously, and they're covered in purple spray and iodine. I will show you the bottoms of them in a minute, but you can see, like, look at the shape of them. Yes, you're beautiful. Hello. Just look at the shape of Blue. I'm trying to show them your feet. He's a silly boy. Yeah, but just look how amazing. Blue. Look at the shape of them. Now, there's a few like, oh, for goodness sake. Seriously. There's a few cracks going on still. And there's a few like misshapen bits. But for the most part, they're looking really good. Like this kind of like deer horn effect that he gets on his feet, that seems to be growing out as well, which is really interesting. Same thing again with his backs. I think his backs are looking slightly better than his fronts, personally. So, looking really good. With regards to the bottom of his feet, I will clean them out in a second and I'll show you guys. Most of the like cracks and crevices are gone now. Like the vast majority of them are gone, which is absolutely amazing. We're still got like teeny tiny baby ones, like tiny little ones, but nothing like what they were. He's got one sort of like that length on one of his back feet that isn't very deep, like that'll be gone on the next trim. And he has got one, Taz, away from him, because they're gonna have a squealing match and I don't want you to get involved with it. I'm waiting for the, you know, they squeal like pigs when they have a disagreement. I'm waiting for that to happen. No. So far, still civilized. Okay. Yeah, so he's got one very small, like little gully on one of his back feet, and he's got one quite nasty, like deep crevice on one of his front feet. And actually, interestingly enough, that front foot that has that deep hole and that deep crevice looks the poorest overall. Like it's still got the most ridges on it and it just doesn't look as neat as the other front foot. So I think he's still got a lot of bacteria, fungus, whatever it is, growing up in there. But other than that, the vast majority of the cracks, crevices, craters, holes, whatever you want to call them, are gone now. So he has had 3 trims since I started doing this. So I started this hoof care routine with the cleaning and the scraping out and the spraying of iodine and purple spray and hippie scrub and all of that. I started that a week or 2 after a trim, and then he's had 3 trims since that. And we usually go 6 weeks thereabouts. So it's been quite a long time. It has taken a long time. Hoof takes a long time to grow, but we're getting there. It's really, really good. I'm really, really hopeful, and I'm really, really excited that hopefully next year, next summer, if we're really lucky, we might be on top of this problem. My only thought is, like, I don't know if this is ever going to be a problem that's going to completely go away with him. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we just keep going with this and eventually the new horn will just keep growing down, maybe the problem will completely grow out and that'll be the end of it. But at this point in time, I'm kind of feeling like this might just be a routine with Blue forever. Like, you're troublesome, aren't you? You've got a ridiculous skincare routine and now you've got a ridiculous manicure routine, haven't you? Huh? But you're handsome. Yeah, you're handsome and we love you and you're worth it, mate, aren't you? Yeah. Right, let's get your feet cleaned out. I won't bore you guys showing you the ins and outs of that. We're literally doing exactly the same thing. So I'm going to get them cleaned out and then I'm going to show you the bottoms of them. They're looking really, really good and I'm really excited. Why do they keep sniffing this evening? It's making me nervous. I might have to tie him up shorter so he can't do that because I don't want him doing that while I've got his foot in my hand. Because that will be when you try to bite him on the face and then he'll end up standing on me, won't he? Yeah, I know you too. Okay, real quick, just before I cover this foot in iodine. So, this is the one that's got the big hole in it still. Watch where you're swinging that thing, you. Oh, he's being really difficult today. So that's the big hole we've got left. He's got a little bit eating into his toe still, like a tiny little bit. But overall, that foot is looking real pretty. Dude, I'm not letting go of you. You've got 3 other legs. Figure it out, yeah? Oh, some evenings he's good as gold and some evenings he's an absolute pain in the backside to do this. And he's a pain in the backside this evening. But yeah, so this is his worst hoof. And this is looking pretty darn good. He's still got quite a bit of dodgy flesh on his frog. That'll be trimmed off next time. We're kind of like, it's kind of like peeling away layers. Like we peel away one layer and it's like, oh yeah, that looks nice now. And then there's kind of like another manky bit underneath. But overall, I'm really pleased with how that foot is looking. Most of this is good and solid. And if you look all the way around, so the farrier's put a lovely, what is it called, a bevel or a Mustang roll, as the Americans call it, on his hoof. So that's kind of what I do when I go around with the rasp, just to tidy it up. And I haven't had to rasp his feet yet since he's been trimmed. And I think he was done 2-3 weeks ago, and I haven't touched them. And this is how they're looking. So I'm really pleased with this. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some iodine up in there, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Blue, sometimes you make a simple task really difficult. Do you know that? So yeah, that's, like I said, that's his worst foot. And that's what that one's looking like. So that gives you an idea of where we're going. Can you tell how happy I am about this? I'm so excited about this. I'm so happy about this. Yeah, my only thought and concern is that this might actually end up being like a lifetime thing for him, which, like, if it is, it is, it's fine. You know, somebody needs to keep the iodine companies in business. My goodness, we've got through so much, like so much iodine and so much purple spray is ridiculous. But it's working. Like, it just makes me so happy that it's working and we've got progress. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you because he keeps kicking, but like, I don't know if you can see up here where there's slightly less of the purple, but he's got like normal hoof growing that isn't ridged. And the ridges that he has got are much less obvious than they used to be. Like he's actually growing smooth, normal hoof horn, which is just amazing. Like, I didn't know he could do that. I thought his feet were just ridged and weird, but apparently he can grow normal horn. Oh, Blue. Why? Let it go. You're just a naughty child, aren't you? Huh? You're a naughty, irritating child with problems. You're a problem child, Blue. Do you know that? Yes, you. Problem child. Do not trash your rugs. No. Are other people's horses like this, or is it just that one? I feel like we got really lucky with that one. You seriously better win some prize money at some shows next year, Blue. All this flipping money I spent on your feet and your skin. Hey. And you're flipping rugs and you're flipping painkillers for your laminitis. As you can see, his feet do not hurt anymore. It's a good sign. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna look at hopping back on him around Christmas time, just take him for some walks up the end of the road and back. He should have had another trim by then. So hopefully a lot of that cavity in the front foot will be gone. So I didn't want to do too much. I didn't really want to do any riding with him until we'd gotten most of those big cavities out of his feet. Because obviously if you've got a cavity, you've got a weak spot in the hoof wall, and then you're riding, you're going out on roads, you're putting excessive force on that, and then you're just going to make more splits and breakages and all of that. So I really wanted to get his feet into a better place before I started riding him. And I'm thinking maybe after this next trim, we might be just about there. So maybe he can start doing some very light work around Christmas, is what I'm hoping. But then again, I did hope that that was going to happen a couple of months ago, and he went down and I just get so, you know. I'm being optimistic. I would like for that to happen, but I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to keep myself planted in reality and expect the worst. Anyway, I promised you a short video today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. Happy news on the blue front. His feet are looking awesome. I'll catch you next time.